I was playing Legos in the living room with my son when he exclaims, "Daddy, something bit me." He raises his hand and shows me a bulb of fresh blood on the end of his index finger. "Don't worry, little man," I said and rushed to the kitchen to find a bandage. He starts sucking on the end of his finger as I fumble with the packaging. I wrap the bandage around the tip of his finger and he looks better already. I ask him, "So what do you think bit you?" He points behind him to a pile of Legos. "It was one of the minifigures," he said. "One that I got from the new kid." "It was probably a piece of glass or a lost pin," I said. "I'll go check." I looked down at the pile of assorted Lego pieces. My son's collection contains a wide array of bricks, plates, and tiles, all of the various lengths, widths, and colors. I see a handful of small yellow-headed figurines, each wearing a different outfit. I inspect the carpet closely, but I don't find anything sharp. "Hey buddy, which minifig did you think it was?" "The red astronaut." I spot the toy he was playing with and pick it up. I hold it close to my eye and realize it's different from a regular minifigure. It feels heavier, and instead of a simple black smile, it has a set of highly detailed teeth. Its ink-dot eyes don't seem to line up, and it wears a red spacesuit with a diminutive hammer and sickle painted on. "It's funny looking. Where'd you say this came from?" I ask. My son replies, "The new kid from Pripyat. He said I could have the whole bunch of them." I feel something squirm in my hand, like a cupped grasshopper trying to escape. "You alright, Daddy?" my son asked. "Yeah, just fine," I said. I placed the toy on the table. "You should probably clean up this mess." I sit down on the couch and I feel a sharp pain between my shoulder blades. It's like the world's largest mosquito sunk its syringe-sized proboscis into the depths of my back. My arms recoil backwards, but all I can do is flail about as I grope for an inaccessible part of my upper back. Eventually, I find a protruding lump and pull it off. It's another Lego minifig. This one is wearing an ear-flapped Russian hat and the uniform of an officer. It has the same highly detailed teeth and uneven eyes. "What the hell?" I said. "Daddy," my son shouts, "the astronaut just jumped off the table." I look over and confirm the red spaceman is missing. I begin to walk over, but I feel a tickle on the back of my foot, followed by an intense, needle-sharp stabbing in my Achilles heel. "Ooh!" I wail in pain. I see a minifig clinging to my pant leg. I kick it off and crush it with my foot. I look down, and my shoe is covered in yellow viscera. "Oh God, that's awful," I said. I lean in closer to inspect the stain on the floor. The minifigure corpse oozes like a punctured soft-boiled egg. One of its legs twitches. I look over at my son. He grimaces and holds his bandaged finger to his chest. I see 3 distinct shapes crawling their way up his clothes. I rush over to brush them off, but they cling to his shirt and pant legs like embedded ticks. "Stand still," I shout. I try to pinch one off his chest, but the minifigure clings on with unexpected strength. It sputters and hisses at me like an angry beetle. I manage to pull it off and secure it between my thumb and index finger. It writhes in fury. Its tiny limbs thrash in ineffectual resistance. I toss it to the ground and grind it into the floor with my heel. I repeat the other 2 until there are 4 yellow stains on the carpet. I grab hold of my son. "How many did you bring home? How many did that kid give you?" "I don't know," he said. 5, 6? He said he was going to drop off some more later." I see movement in the corner of my eye as something small and yellow retreats behind the couch. I step forward and trod painfully onto a piece of Lego. "Ow! This hurts so much!" I howl. I pull back the couch from the wall and shout, "I got you now, you little bastard!" Instead, I find a pile of Lego bricks assembled into a crude, hive-like structure. There is a single minifigure within, and it is different from all the others. It has a regular body, but from its back extends a bulbous 6-inch long fleshy abdomen. It is the color of mustard, and it throbs to a heartbeat. I am paralyzed as I watch it struggle to release a square egg. I look closer and see there's a patch of eggs, over a dozen, all cubed and lined up against the couch. I lean over and crack one open. A sickening yellow slime coats my fingers. Disgusted, I throw it to the ground. Then I see what looks like a wriggling heap of minifigure larvae. There's at least 5. They have the many creeping legs of a caterpillar, but with the yellow cylinder-shaped head of a Lego piece. I take off my shoe and begin smashing everything in sight. I crush the queen minifigure, her bevy of eggs and larvae. Then I demolish the Lego block nest. My son crawls on top of the couch and peers over. "Get back," I shout. I think there's still one left. I check under the couch and in the cushions, but without success. That last little bastard got away. I see a tiny something making a series of flea-like jumps down the hall towards the front door. I hear the mail slot clatter open and I see 2 plastic legs recede into the crack. I dart to the door and fling it open. I am immediately greeted by a large cardboard box covered in acrylic script. The box shakes and I hear scratching from within. It rattles like it is filled with dozens of angry rats. I hear the sound of cardboard being torn open. Around the back of the box, I see a single Lego figure emerge. Then another. And another. My son stands at my side. "He said he would drop off more." We back off and slam the door shut behind us. I run to the garage and grab an old sledgehammer. I reopen the front door and start swinging.